everyone, and welcome back to another 5-minute fix with Mummy and a Tutu. So this is my new vlog series where you guys get to ask me any questions about blogging, about being Mummy and a Tutu, about my off-blog life or anything like that. So this vlog's question comes from the amazing Bridie over at Bridie by the Sea. I'm going to pop her details below so you guys can pop over, have a look at her blog, give us some blog love. Great blogger. And her question is, what tips would I get for building up and promoting your Twitter and building your Twitter followers? Now, I was, and I am still really, really lucky. My Twitter seems to have gone crazy and grown really, really fast. I'm still a month away from being a year old on my blog, and I'm just about to go over 8,200 followers on Twitter, which is incredible. And yeah, it still amazes me every day when I look at the number, because I do check the number every day to see what I'm on and how many I've made. So it did start out very slow. The first 1,000 has to be the absolute hardest, and getting out there and having a look and, you know, and getting those first few, which, thanks to family and friends, that's what I did. I invited any family and friends that were on Twitter to like my page to start with. Now, anyone who's scared of using Twitter, don't be. I had never used Twitter before I began blogging. I literally dived in head first, made the Twitter account, just started using it and started to see what was going on. And actually now, for blog promotion and things, it's my favorite platform, because I think it gets you the furthest, and it gets me probably the most work. So to build your Twitter followers, I think one of the best things to do is, if it fits in with your style of blog, then definitely run a competition or giveaway on your blog, sort of once every 2 weeks or even once a month. If a company approaches you, or if you approach a company to work with and you're doing a review for them, for example, then do always ask them if they have another product or another copy, or if they'd like you to run a giveaway alongside the review that you're doing for them, or even just if they just want a competition done, because it'll only bring you good things, good promotion. So that's what I did to start with. I think the first month or two, I was running a competition nearly all the time, and that really helps you, because it gets you out there, and it gets, the first initial few people that will follow you. Yeah, for the first few months I did quite a few of these. I didn't actually get my first brand following me or asking me to do anything for them until I went over 1,000 followers. However, I worked with, and I still do work with, Fetch Publicity. Emma over there is absolutely incredible, and they do have a group on Facebook. And they actually offered me my first giveaway, which was Warner Brothers DVD. Now, the way to do this is that you need to play the hashtags on this. So you need to do hashtag win, hashtag giveaway, hashtag competition, hashtag enter. There's hashtag win it Wednesday, hashtag freebie Friday. You'd be amazed how many compers there are out there. And actually, I found that, I know you'll probably be thinking, well, these aren't real followers and things like that, but they do turn into real followers. I started out with quite a few people who were literally following me just for the competitions. And then I started to notice that these people were actually commenting on the other blog posts, and they were actually starting to read my blog, and they were responding to my newsletters that were going out. So they do actually become real followers. So don't dismiss the compers just for being that. Obviously, you do have some people who will just be compers, but they will actually end up being readers as well. And then obviously I can go into more information about the giveaways, but that would be the first thing. So yeah, first tip would be do giveaways. That really boosts your numbers. Second tip, and a lot of people don't like it, but follow for follow works really, really well. Now, I know what you're thinking. You shouldn't necessarily follow someone that you don't like or you're not going to read. But at the end of the day, all bloggers need followers if they want to end up working. And you know, a lot of bloggers do. So follow for follow works really well. Now, I don't follow for follow everyone. Don't get me wrong. If a brand follows me, like the other day, I had an incontinence brand follow me. Now, I know I've had a child, but I'm not actually incontinent or anything else yet. And it'll be hopefully a few years before I am. So I didn't follow them back. But then I also had a new mummy follow me, and she had 12 followers, and it had blogger in her little bio. And yeah, so I thought, this is a new blogger, so yeah, I'll follow her. And we're now mutually following each other, and I do that a lot. I never follow back someone who doesn't have a bio, because I think if you don't have a bio, then you're obviously not that invested in your Twitter, because you do need to have a bio. So if you don't have one, then you do need to go and get one. So follow for follow works really well. If you follow a blogger, 9 times out of 10, they will, follow you back. If they don't, and you're not particularly interested in their feed, then, do unfollow them. That's absolutely fine. Don't purposefully go out with the sole purpose of, I'm going to follow these 10 people so that they follow me back. Do look for people that you like as well. I follow a lot of bloggers that I do like. If you're worried about your Twitter feed becoming too full up, too cluttered, so you can't actually find anything that you want, then use your Twitter list. Create a list of the bloggers that you read, create a list of the bloggers that you work with that you want to help promote, and things like that. So yeah, follow for follow works. Giveaways work. Linkies, that would be my tip number 3. Either do linkies or run linkies, because doing these, I found, has generated a lot of following. I run a Blogging Good Time with Katie over at Diary of an Imperfect Mum on a Thursday, and I run Foodie Friday on a Friday, obviously, with Becky from Sparkly Mummy. And I promote these a lot in Facebook groups and things like that. So I get a lot of new bloggers following me from that, especially all over the world now. A lot of American bloggers have just started following me because they're now joining in with the linky. At the same time, join in with other linkies. There's Eat Sleep Blog Retweet, there's chucklemums, there's all these different you know, all these different linkies that you can join in. For the Love of Blog is another one I really like. Coolmumclub is another one I really like. The Dream Linky is another one I really like. I'll do a whole vlog on linkies that I really like. But join them, because then new people reading your posts that haven't necessarily read you before, then they'll start following you as well. You can follow back, and you get to meet new bloggers that way. So I'd have to say my top 3 tips for boosting your Twitter following would have to be, yeah, so that's doing giveaways and competitions. Ask a brand if you can do that. Follow for follow, and then doing the linkies. As a side one, as a little extra one, if you're in the Facebook groups for bloggers, do keep an eye out. Like UK Parent Bloggers is one of my favorite Facebook groups, with Donna from What the Redhead Said, and she's just started doing random follow threads for all the different social media platforms. Now, they aren't follow for follow, but at the same time, go and follow some people, find some new people that you like following, and a lot of them will actually follow you back. So again, it's a little plus to the follow for follow. So thanks very much to Bridie from Bridie by the Sea for that question. Again, her details are below. If you have a question you'd like to ask me about anything, blogging, mummy in a tutu, life outside of blogging, my personal life, which I'm sure you all know about because I blog about it all the time, then please do pop it below, or come over and see me on one of my social media channels. I'm on every single one at mummy in a tutu or /mummy in a tutu. So thanks, and I'll see you next time. Bye.